Good evening. I'm UR15 CS335. The objective of my program is to do static routing. So in static routing, generally we will configure the routers manually instead of doing it by dynamic routing. So this is my topology in which I have three routers, four switch, and then device is connected to the switch. And I have basically four LAN networks. LAN is nothing but the local area network, and I have three wide area networks. So here is the first router, which is connected to a switch, and the switch is connected to two end devices. Basically, the first step to do is I have to give the IP address to each and every end device. So I click the end device and I go to the tab called desktop, in which I have an option called IP configuration. In that I have options for IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway, in which I have already given the IP address and it is all connected. So here I give my IP address 192.168.10.1. That is, we can give any IP address between the range of C class. So I have chosen 192.168.10.1. Subnet mask is default subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The default gateway is 10.5. So for this local area network, I have chosen the 10 dot series, that is 192.168.10 dot. So for this end device, you can see the IP address is 10.2. So for this local area network, I have chosen the series of 192.168.20.0. So here for the first end device, I have the IP address 192.168.20.1. Similarly, for this local area network, I have chosen 192.168.30.1. So in the end device, you can see that 30.1, this is 30.2, and for the next local area network, it is 40 series 40.1, 40.2. So this is how we give assign the IP address for each and every end device. Default gateway is nothing but the gateway through which the router and switch contacts that is the connection between them. So in order to give connection for everything, I have to first configure my router. In order to make my switch work with the devices, I have to use the routers. So to configure a router, first, I have to type enable command, which take me to the privileged this thing. So next config t, that is nothing but configuration terminal command. So now I am in configuration mode. So first what I need to do is I need to give my connection to the switch. So here you see, if you see the green dots, you get some FA, that is the fast Ethernet 0 by 0. So I have to give connection for that. So I write int FA 0/0, and I have to give my IP address. What is my IP address? Like for the router, I'm going to give my um, the switch IP address, that is 192.168.10.1 space 255.255.255.0, and then no shutdown command. So the connection established between this router and switch. So the same way I have to do the connections for the rest of the routers. Like for this I have to use int FA 1/0. For this I have to use FA 0/0. So for each and every switches I have to give connection from my router. So the router and the switch connections are enabled now. So now I have to give the original router configuration, that is my wide area network configuration. So I have an IP address for my router too. So since I have given 10 here, 20, 34 LAN 3 and 44 LAN 4. For my router 1 I am giving us 50 series. So in order to configure a router, from that is the to establish a connection between this router and this router. I have to give the IP address of this router and establish a connection from here. So this connection is serial 3 bar 0, that is 192.168.50.1, and this connection is 50.2. So this router has an address of 60, 192.168.60.1, 60. So you can see that. So for the serial 2 bar 0 I have given 60.1 connection, and serial 3 bar 0 I have given the 3 bar 0 I have given 50.2 connection. So here again I have it as 70.1. So here is my 70.1 connection and here is my 70.2 connection. So how to connect all these routers and make a wide area network? The same is as follows. For configuring the switches, we give fast Ethernet connection, but here in the router thing we have to give in serial connection and serial connection. If you click the screen, you will get a connection number 3 bar 0. So 3/0. I have to give my IP address. Now I need to give my router's IP address, which is 60 dot 50.1, and no shutdown command. So now it is configured. The same wise I'll have to give for this. So I have to go for this router, go to the CLI, enable config t, so int 3/0. I have to give the IP address as 192.168.50.2. Since it is a connection from here to here, this is 50.1 and the next one is 50.2. Paste my subnet mask to 55.0 and then no shutdown command. So the connection will be established from router to router. The same way I'll have to give my connection for here, but the IP address will be as 60.1. And you can see that the serial, it has two connections. For serial 3 it has 50.2 connection, and for serial 2 it has 60.1 connection. And for this router also it has two connections. For here serial 2, serial 3. For serial 2 it has for serial 2 it has 70.1 connection, and for 3 it has 60.2 connection, that is 50. See, this IP address is 50, so here it has 50.1, 50.2. This router has 60 series, so this will have 60.1, 60.2. This has a 70 and it has 70.1, 70.2. So I have done all the connections, so it blinks all green. If there is no connection, you will get